Everyone has storms in life. Problems in life that cause challenges. Challenges that either build or break you. Everyone has dreams. Dreams of life plans and goals to accomplish. This is my life. This is me. And this is my story. I have ankylosing spondylitis. I've had it since I was 10. Though it's genetic, I still blame the early onset on good old Michigan well water that was tainted with arsenic. It's basically a rheumatoid arthritis that affects the back. However, this arthritis affects the adjoining joints, like my neck and my hips, and in my case it affects me all the way down to my foot joints. So far, I had been able to manage without a lot of drugs or problems. Ankylosing limits my mobility more than most people, and over time, my posture has gotten worse. In spite of my condition, I haven't really let it get in the way of accomplishing dreams in life, like traveling the world, filming, and doing photography. But things just weren't working out anymore.
So I hope you can get it all done. Just go all the way to the end. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that. Yes?
As in times past, I went to fix it like I normally would.
You're doing things to walk less.
Yeah, it's just like I just don't have that normal house. Though chiropractic seemed to help my back, I still had a lot of pain in my hips. Things got so bad, I realized I really needed to do something about it. I had travel plans for the holidays in a few months, and GYC, a youth conference to produce for over Christmas break.
This hamper?
That's fine. I couldn't even clean my room anymore. I could barely walk, and I fought going on crutches for the longest time. But at last, I couldn't take it anymore. I had great success in the past treating my arthritis with antibiotic therapy. So after some discussion, our family canceled Thanksgiving plans, and my mom and I headed to Iowa, where there is a special hospital that does these kind of treatments.
Motion X is calculating your route. Proceed to the highlighted route.
I've been pretty low-key about how I've handled the condition. I haven't gone with the big guns as far as drugs go. Of course, I've either gotten used to the pain or thought it wasn't that bad.
Still same thing for insurance.
Yeah, I think so. You need the card.
When's the last time you were here?
A couple years ago, I
Okay,
think.
then yes, here too.
Peter, do you want me to shave your hair here?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it's shave it now or peel it off with the tape later.
My whole arm?
No, just where I'll be taping.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Do you
that's
care?
fine.
You missed some here too. You want me to take care of that?
I'm just gonna have a nice day.
You are. Happy Thanksgiving, okay?
Happy Thanksgiving.
How are you guys?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
The success I had experienced before had minimal side effects and left me feeling pretty good. Therefore, I was hoping to be off the crutches by the end of my stay.
Last time you had IVs till now, how How has your course?
It's been really good. I'd say, well, this last semester, this spring, I did student missions. So I went over to Thailand for 6 months, and I was over there helping and with media and graphic design. And I got sick a couple times while I was over there. And the last time I got sick there, I don't think I ever really recovered from.
Well, it'd be real interesting how the IVs, and hope it gives us that kind of a booster, spontaneous, effect that we're looking for. And
Hopefully it can get back to normal.
yeah.
How does your sight feel?
Sight?
Your IV sight, how's that feeling?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Is it
It's
okay?
sore.
Is it? Okay. Did it hurt when you got your second treatment last night? No? It went in okay? Good? Okay.
I haven't had this much pain in a while. It's even hard on crutches. But they don't have a wheelchair here, so he's still on crutches. Actually, they do at the hospital, but I don't want to use it. Originally, because it's Black Friday, I was going to go. Had dreams and aspirations of waking up at 5 a.m. and going and standing at the John Deere dealership. But nobody would actually be there. And then I haven't even been over there because I've been so out of it. And if you know me in technology or me in equipment, that's kind of weird. It even hurts when we're driving. We hit a bump and it's like, ow. It's almost sunset. I can't even like take a shower or something because it's so much pain. So it's kind of frustrating. We're gonna go to church maybe tomorrow, but
Always still my go.
yeah.
You wake up feeling.
The nice thing is we'll go if I wake up and bounce up and jump around and do that kind of thing. It might happen, you never know.
O Lord my God, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, where there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there be any iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause is mine enemy. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth.
Little did I know that night would be one of the worst of my life, with pain unimaginable. We headed to the hospital early in the morning. Taking documentary film and photography.
Yeah.
So
will you graduate then in May?
that's the plan. After that, I have no idea.
That's okay.
Sunday rolled around, and I was still on crutches. I seemed to be feeling a bit better, but I wasn't back to normal, as I had hoped for.
So once you, in a couple months, just let me know. I'm curious as how this hip responds.
Okay.
So you can email me at any time or call too at any time. So.
Okay. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
Okay,
you.
all right.
God
Have a good-
bless.
Have a good trip.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Ready? You want me to lift your other leg?
Yeah.
Well, you can get that one.
Thank you.
You bet.
Perfect.
Is your foot stuck there?
Yeah, it's okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
I really thought Iowa would be the cure. I thought I'd be walking again. At this point, I really didn't know what was going on. Was it inflammation? Was I dealing with a parasite? Some other condition? Some infectious disease I had picked up in Thailand? I continued on with classes, looking forward to the semester's end. And while finishing up the semester, I continued investigating my health.
Physical therapy, I think, would be helpful no matter what we find here. Why don't we get that set? It's a battle. It's a battle.
Yeah.
You're in a war, and there are battles in the war, right? And you just went through a really tough one. You went through your Gettysburg or something like that, I guess.
Something like that.
All right.
In addition to physical therapy, my doctor referred me to a rheumatologist, but that was scheduled for a few months later. I figured PT would cure me in the meantime, and I'd be walking by then.
So you were traveling, weren't you in Thailand?
Yeah, I was in Thailand.
Tell me about that.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
When did you come back?
I was back mid-July.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty, I feel fine, except for here. And
Okay.
then that just kind of affects me.
You,
Like,
left hip, both hips, or?
Left hip, mostly.
Let's go ahead and have you bend as far as you can. Okay, hold it there. Okay, come back up. Sit as tall as you can. Okay, turn to the left.
Like, upper body.
Yeah. Okay. And to the right.
There you go. Yeah, it was this too much resistance. So there you go.
Okay. Can you take your shoes off? Or
Yeah.
do you need help or no?
Oh yeah.
I can get them.
Okay. So, first part of your home program is drinking water.
Okay.
So you're almost done now with, are you done with finals?
Might as well be. I just have a presentation tomorrow and stuff.
Pretty much done. Good. Breaking patterns in the nervous system. Very gently. I want great communication. Okay, so now you get a few weeks here to rest and recoup, right?
Something like that.
Focus on your body healing. You know the power of our minds. You started PT, correct?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It seems to be going pretty good.
Good.
I was feeling pretty good after the first session.
Alright. So when are you gonna not have these? What's your goal?
Soon.
But it wasn't soon enough. I had to resign from GYC, the youth conference I would be producing during Christmas break. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do GYC this year. My health kind of went down the drain, so I'm not really walking normally right now.
Right there. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and bring that back up.
10 minutes later. At PT, some days would seem like I was improving. Other days, it would seem I had gotten worse. And finally, it was the holidays.
I guess we're all in red today, aren't we? Yes.
Except for that kid.
I have a red blanket.
So, how was your night last night, Peter?
Not good.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks.
So, did you sleep at all?
A little bit. I guess I had mixed feelings about Christmas. I loved being with family and having the extra time to rest, but I had hoped life would be back to normal by this point, and my health was just not improving. I'm here at home, my sister's house. Everybody's gone to church, and I'm just staying home. I would be a GYC.
producing this weekend, but that didn't work out. I'm so thankful I didn't go, though. I couldn't do the convention center on crutches. So this is the life of a shut-in. Okay.
Blend of both. It is achieving Christ-likeness. It is achieving being not just more like Jesus, but just like Jesus. But in order to become just like Jesus, we have to become more like him every single day. What is holiness? It is the pursuit of Christ-likeness until we die or until Jesus comes. And we must have this, friends. We must have it.
Once we arrived home from holiday travels, we had to make the house more accessible for my decreasing mobility.
Mom got this at a thrift store for $3. And this came from another bathroom. It's pretty old. These guys, they came from Lowe's, I think.
Until this point, I haven't thought of myself as handicapped. Or it's been in my mind, but then I was like, yeah, we'll just leave that in the back closet. It's funny, they have country on here.
County.
And I just put USA. That's awkward. He gave me the condition is permanent. So, I guess that means I get a permanent one. Yay!
Well, you don't always have to use it, you know.
You don't always have to use it, but you have it.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's done now, and apparently I'm handicapped. So, or disabled.
But I think that is the easiest, to have him.
Then there was the question and discussion between my parents and I about how I would possibly do classes.
Then you come back here and then he can listen to the class lectures.
Yeah.
But if he can, you know, with his crutches, then he goes. But
Or I just get a wheelchair, and then I go fine.
Which classes do you have tomorrow?
Monday, Wednesday, topics in writing for film and television. It's a Monday, Wednesday. And then video shooting, which is the cinematography, is Tuesday, Thursday, same time. And then English composition is Tuesday, Thursday, 2 to 3:15.
All I can say is it's a good thing you've had vacation all this time.
Yeah, that was good. Lightest load ever, but biggest challenge ever.
It's the day before school. And I can't even get to my room. So I sit here in the bathroom and eat soup. Ha! That's so ghetto. But it's good. Kinda wonder if I need a wheelchair at this point.
If I could get into the tub, charcoal baths were one of the better pain-relieving options for me. I would usually be feeling a bit better the next day. I have no idea I'm doing classes, but whatever.
Are you going to take the purple pillow also?
With the class?
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's up? You alright? No? No, I'm not alright. Take this pillow with me everywhere. Well, I have 2 hours to get well. And then it's classes. Yeah, well, I can do this. Maybe. Somehow I made it to class. It felt almost impossible, but I was determined to finish college, even if it meant more pain. I stopped driving my car. I couldn't really get into it anymore. I kind of felt bad. I sort of traded cars with my mom, but I couldn't do anything about it. I really longed to get out in the fresh air, but the winter cold only made the pain worse. Occasionally, on a good day, I ventured out to take in the fresh air and sunshine, and maybe Instagram something. I was really thankful for teachers and classmates that were understanding. In spite of the fact that one of my classes was moved mid-semester, no one seemed to complain. Having a son like you is like going to a movie at Dr. Hare's. Ha 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 ha. We laugh, we cry, we cover our eyes, and we run into the closet. I added that. When it gets too scary. Okay. But then in the end, everything turns out great. Happy Valentine's Day. All things work together for good to them that love him. Wait upon the Lord. Love you, Mom. Barcode.
Better?
The rheumatology appointment I had gotten earlier finally arrived. Maybe this would solve the problem.
Your left hip?
Yeah.
Basically in the back of the hip or the buttocks area, or is it in the joint itself? Can you tell?
I suppose it depends on the day.
Okay.
It was just, it's like the weight bearing, like, of it. So
okay, so when you stand...
when I go to take a step...
Yeah.
It's like, I can't lift this foot because I just feel it just back in here.
Okay,
kind of.
okay.
So, I got this, like, skirt thing that's really nice. And I wish I could wear this more often. Except for the back crack that goes all the way back down. I don't think that would be very appropriate to wear every day. Unless you met everybody from the front.
No, I think what best fits is also what they told you at the University of Michigan years ago is this thing called Ankylosing Spondylitis, which is a arthritis that predominantly hits the spine and the joints right adjacent to the spine. So shoulders, hips, neck, low back. There's a bunch of tests I'd like to either get or see. And then there's x-rays I think we'd like to see what's going on. And that's the evaluation that we'd like to do at the moment. I think it might be worth your time to see an infectious disease doctor, given that you're in Thailand and you have fevers, or not fevers, but you're still having night sweats. See if there's more oddities, odd infections that they might want to check.
And this gown could probably wrap around you a couple times.
All I remember from that hour-long session is that there was much pain from the hard table and positions I needed to be in. The unit was made in 1992. I could feel the x-rays hitting me, and I probably can't have children anymore. I blame it on the snow that's coming Wednesday. Finally, a letter from the rheumatologist came. My parents were out of town on business when it arrived, and I Skyped them to tell them the details enclosed. I got a letter from the rheumatologist.
Yeah?
And he said I don't have to be on immunosuppressants.
Why?
Because of the bad news.
Oh, what's the bad news?
Apparently I need a hip replacement.
Oh, my. Oh, dear.
So, anyway.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, of course. Everybody wants a hip replacement, right?
No, not necessarily, Peter.
I got a letter from my rheumatologist. And he said at this point my hips need to be replaced.
Oh, really?
So.
Huh. Well, what I was going to talk to you about is talk to Alex. You know, because this is a progressive disease.
Yeah.
We're thinking about maybe at least doing like a maintenance program,
Okay.
where it'd be one time every 2 weeks or something like that.
I just got the thing saying whatever he could give me wouldn't help.
Okay.
At this point, he's got to refer me to
Orthopedic surgeon.
that kind of person. It'll probably have to be after graduation.
Yeah.
It's only a couple months, so.
Is it August when you're done?
No, May.
Oh, May.
May 5.
May.
So maybe May 6, okay. Do they do complete?
You know, I really don't think I've seen a double hip replacement. I've seen double total knee replacement.
Yeah, but that's one side.
What?
It's one side. If you do the complete hip replacement, isn't it like?
Oh no, it's
it'd be
just
affecting both sides, wouldn't it? Though?
Yeah, but also when you get a double knee replacement at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
that's still, you know, you're getting a new joint put in each leg at the same time. That would be the same.
So what do they actually do with the hip replacements? At least I can figure out ahead of time so I kind of know what I'm talking about. It's like hip replacement. I'll just take it out and put a new one. Still unclear about how hip replacements are done, the PT explains to me the concept of how they are replaced.
Depending on how this fits, sometimes they may shave, you know, area of it, or they replace this.
The femur.
And connect it in, yeah, whether they use
So
titanium.
it's not like they just take out your hip and put a new hip in.
No, it's, yeah, like you're still gonna have your ilium,
Yeah.
the pubes and all that. It's just more the
heads and
the
the
trochanter, yeah.
Okay,
Actual
well.
joint. Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, let's just take this out of here, see how he moves. I mean, you're not gonna be a jellyfish or anything like that. So that's basically, you know, like same for knee.
How does that work when traveling? It's like, does it set up all the scanners?
Yeah, and they'll give you a card. That way, if they hassle you, you can just show them the card. Because my dad had a lot of screws, rods put in his back. So they give you a card to present to any kind of metal detector, whether it's the airport, court.
TSA.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Yep, that's titanium.
So what do you think about a hip replacement, Dad?
No idea. I haven't studied it, I haven't researched it, but it is something very serious because you can't reverse it. And so therefore you have to carefully investigate all the pros and cons, and that's my opinion.
Well, I think that if I'm shaped like this, and you have the surgery that takes out the bad joints, and then I can be like this, and I'll be taller, and I'll be back to normal.
So are you sure about it?
Okay, here's the disadvantage. I think long term, what I was finding online was you can't run. Of course, I can't do that right now. Anyway. You can't use a trampoline. Okay. Haven't done that for a while. You can't wear high heels. But that was never a problem for me. A couple days later, my mom brought back some stuff from the rheumatologist. So what did they say about a wheelchair?
That's the prescription.
Wheelchair. Lightweight with removable, adjustable leg supports. Gel type seat. That'll be comfortable. Is it DX diagnosis or something? Ankylosing spondylitis and stage. Ouch. No wonder.
Nothing there. I don't
Yeesh.
know.
It doesn't look very comfortable. At first, no one really wanted my case. I've been rejected 4 or 5 times or so by various orthopedic groups. Some folks only allow people over 50, and that doesn't work for me. I finally got an appointment for a few days before graduation, and another with an alternate for the day after grad. I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen. Pain is rough, nights aren't easy, but I can be glad I'm still alive. I can be happy I have a roof over my head, and I have a bed to sleep on. I'm thankful I can see, I can hear, I can smell. I'm thankful that there's an eternity ahead, wherein I know I'll be painless and crutchless. Life does give storms, but from what I've found, it's really to make me a stronger person. Though I might be broken outside, the inside of me is different, and I can only see how it's better. I wish I could take walking for granted again. I wish I could exercise like everyone else. I guess you never know what you've lost until you've lost it. I dream of walking. I dream of traveling the world again. This is my life. This is me. And this is my adventure.